Hello everyone, my name is Cliff, and in this video I'm going to be demonstrating and talking about the TX indicator that I implemented for the patient level indicator reporting, a project that we've been working on. Basically, a TX is a cohort of the number of patients, who are both children and adults, who are currently taking ARVs. That is basically who are currently on the HIV treatment. And for this indicator, I need a couple of servers to be up. So basically, I need OpenMRS, which is here. I need OpenHIM and the Happy Fire, a JPA server. And I also need analytics streaming pipeline, which will be reading events from OpenMRS and streaming them to OpenHIM so that they can be tracked by OpenHIM and synced to the Happy Fire server. And for this, likely enough, we have an entire setup, Docker setup for this to spin up all these servers. I'll just go down to the OpenMRS Plir Docker setup and run the script, the run script, which will be able to spin up all these servers for you. So basically, just check out into the root folder and run the script. So we'll be able to access OpenMRS on this endpoint, OpenHIM and Happy Fire, which I've done right here. So I have my OpenMRS here, OpenHIM and Happy Fire. So this is what you're seeing right now currently here. So my servers are already up and running. And so with that, I'll come to OpenMRS and register a patient. So I'll call my patient Cliff and record the gender, so choose as male, and record estimated years, the address, then confirm this patient right here. There you go. Yes. So I'll come and try to capture an observation, because for TX indicator, we're mainly capturing a question concept of currently taking ARVs. So that's what I'm going to try to do here. And just add an observation. Just a minute. Okay. So shall capture observation. So our patient that we created was by the names of Cliff. And I capture the date for the observation. And punch in currently taking ARVs. This should bring up the currently taking ARVs question concept, which is here. Currently taking ARVs with an answered value of yes. So we shall save this observation. And then we shall capture another patient. Shall just another patient by names of Jita. Then we shall give a high gender of female, date, birth, address, and we shall confirm this patient. And go ahead and capture an observation for this patient. For this case, shall add this observation. Observation date, and shall record currently taking ARVs. And for this, our coded answer will be no. And we shall save this observation. There you go. So when you come to OpenHIM, try to log in into OpenHIM. As you can see, from the transaction log, we have observations at the respective patient and person resources in OpenHIM, and we shall check out into Happy Fire. So, but before checking out into Happy Fire, I'll go to my Postman and invoke the collect data operation. Collect data operation is basically a Happy Fire operation that collects data for a given measure resource. So our measure resource in this case is TXCal, and we have defined the measure resource here. So this is our TXCal measure resource. It references the Happy Fire, so it references the library resource of TXCal, which is here. And this library resource has the encoded CQL logic for calculating the indicator. So, and as you can see, it has a correct concept of 16099A and 1065. Sorry, it's 160119 and 1065. So we shall invoke the collect data operation, and we see the results. So we can first generate the data set. Oh, sorry, I first rectify the authentication bit. We invoke it again. So as you can see, we have our data set for the TXCal indicator. And let me just try to broaden it a bit. And you can see our first patient was Clive with correct answer of yes for currently taking ARVs. Then we also have our next patient who was by the names of Jita, the correct answer of no for currently taking ARVs. And then we shall proceed and invoke the evaluate measure fire operation. So basically, this one is going to do the actual calculation and sieve out as per the requirements of the measure resource that we define here. Because our measure resource was saying that we have a coded question of currently taking ARVs. That's what we are saying here. And the response that we want should be a yes, the coded answer of yes. And we have recorded two patients. One has a coded answer of yes, the other has a coded answer of no. So let me try to invoke the evaluate measure fire operation. Oh, sorry. Once again, let's rectify the authorization bit. We should be good to go now. Just a minute. Oh, so basically, as you can see, our evaluate measure operation has worked. And as you can see, we have two observations that we captured. Observation 1, observation 2. But if you notice carefully, we have a count of 1 because our the measure resource is capturing a coded answer of yes. So in this case, we're having two observations, but you see a count of 1. So basically, this is our measure score. And if we had captured more than one patient or recorded more than one observation with a coded answer of yes, we will be having maybe 2 or 3 depending on the observations that we captured in the system. So basically, that's how TXCal operates. Yes, and so basically that's it. And we have an automation, a bit of it that I'm going to be sharing brief. So basically, about the automation testing, we are going to be using the OpenMRS HIE automation test framework, which was basically built using Python and Behave for doing the automation testing using OpenMRS as its main EMR for testing the OpenMRS data. And as usual, we are supposed to be having our servers up and running. And basically, so we are going to come and run the feature, the Plir feature. So the Plir feature has a scenario that mainly does a couple of things, which is mainly post that OpenMRS, track the transactions exported by the analytics engine of OpenMRS, and calculate then do the calculation, the SQL engine integrated calculation for the TXPVLS indicator and also for the TXCAL indicator. So that's what this feature mainly does. And just come here and run, and then we're expecting that it will be dealing with the TXPVLS and the TXCAL. So let's just do it right away and see the response that we are getting. So it's posting data.openMRS. Yes, so we see that is done successfully. Now let's wait on to see the bit of OpenHIM and then the secure calculation logic that is encoded in the Happy server for TXPVLS and TXCAL. So we see that is successful also. Let's give it a so there we go. So we have then the SQL engine integrated in Apify should calculate the TX PVLS indicator or the TXCAL indicator also. So we are successful. So we have successfully done the automation testing for TX PVLS and TXCAL. So that's the bit of the HIE automation testing framework. And I've built a CI pipeline that does this here. So as you can see, so basically the CI pipeline built it using GitHub Actions. Basically, it sets up the Plir Docker setup to give us our servers up and running, and it also does set up the environment necessary for the HIE. That is basically to install Python, install behave, and then do run this command down here for the HIE testing of Plir. So basically, this is what it's doing. Just a minute. Yeah, so basically it does this and then it runs this command, and that's why we're able to see that so far the tests we've done, it's successful. So our CI workflow for the Plir automation testing is successful. So that is the automation bit of the Plir project that we've built a CI pipeline for. So thank you so much, and